Shalom, 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 Yasha. This your boy, Brother Shamuel Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson, just a quick exhortation. I'm not sure the topic or the title. But first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Right, that's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and His only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. Right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have ruled well to the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. Right? Real quick, I just want to, basically the lesson is it was going into, I believe it's 1 Corinthians, that not many wise or many strong are called to this walk in this ministry. This is not for that, right? This is for those folks who are going to be diligent, who are wholeheartedly, who put their whole heart, and soul into this ministry, and basically who are diligent. Okay. I just want to start off with this one, right? This is Isaiah 33 and verse 6, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how strong you are, right? How popular you are. That's not what's going to sustain you. Okay. So this is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times," right? Because, like I say, all hell is going to be breaking loose around here. Many people they're concerned, but they don't know, what and how they're going to react, right? But those who have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they know the times. They understand what's going on. They have the prophecies to keep in mind. They have the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? They have the true name to call on, when times and troubles, come awry, right? But it says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation." It says the fear of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is his treasure, right? Because the fear of the Lord, right? And you see the judgment that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has been putting on, on the whole earth, just all types of, just like I say, go look on the news, go look on, these social medias. You'll see all these different things, of the power and why we should definitely fear, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? Because it says the fear of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is his treasure, right? Because that will keep you in line, when you fear the judgments of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, hey, you'll get yourself and your act together, okay? But it's not about your strength and how strong you are and how popular you are. That's not going to get you salvation, okay? Matter of fact, let's go to what is that? 1 Corinthians, Salakia. Let's see. 1 Corinthians 1, I believe it's 26. Okay. So it says, "For ye see your calling," right? 1 Corinthians 1 and 26. "Brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called," right? So understand that the Most High, right, and His Son, right, they're not looking for, the mighty men, man, who can, I could knock out 20 people, man, with one, Lord's not looking for that. Right? The Lord's not looking for, hey, I know, the square root of pi. I went and got my doctorate degree in, psychology, philosophy. The Lord does not looking for that, right? And not many noble, right? You see that, right? You have, these folks who they spoke up, right? Like Kanye or Ye and like Kyrie, right? They all spoke and did this thing, and where are they now? Right? They said what they said, right? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, what did he do? He used them to spark, people's, interest. But guess what? They weren't even, part of it, right? It says many are called, but few are chosen, right? When you look it up in the NLT, it says many are invited, but few are chosen, right? There's a lot of people that are invited to this thing, but there's only a certain amount of people who are actually VIP who are going to get this, right? And those ones who are, those noble ones, the Most High doesn't need that, right? The Most High can take the basis of man and bring them up. When we've seen that with Esau, right? Esau was the base of men, and he has brought them, up to a high stature, and has had them to rule over us, right? That's the power of Bahasham Yahawashi, right? So the Most High is not looking for, the wise, wise of the flesh, man, right? Or mighty, the strongest man. And I can bench press, 450, right? The Lord doesn't care about that, right? The Lord wants those who are meek and are willing, okay? But it says, reading on verse 27, it says, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, right? Because people get caught up in their own, I got 6 degrees. You can't tell me nothing, brother, about this, blah, 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 blah. I done read the Bible front to back and bloopty, blah, 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 right? But you have no understanding, right? You have no understanding because the understanding that you have is from your own opinions, right? And the scriptures tell you about that. Lean not into your own understanding, It teaches these things, You must be taught by the teachers that have been sent, who have this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, And a lot of the, especially in Christianity, hey, these pastors, they don't know nothing. That's why they don't teach you nothing. When you go there and you sit there, they'll go over a couple scriptures, they'll play on your feelings and your emotions, collect your money and send you home, right? But it says, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, right? Because the Most High, like I say, he's not looking for the most noble people, the people who are well known and, of a high stature. He's not looking for that, right? Let's look in the NLT. Let's read in the NLT. See what it says. Lock it. NLT. It says, remember, dear brothers and sisters, that few of you were wise in the world's eyes, or powerful or wealthy when the Most High called you, right? But that's not what he's looking for ultimately. The Most High is looking for, the ones who are going to be obedient and especially those of the elect, who were chosen from the foundation of the earth, But it's not, the calling is not because he's looking for the mightiest people, right? When they found David was, a young man, right? And you saw his brothers were of a higher stature, were good. And so Samuel, when he was looking, he was like, oh, it surely must be one of these, right? And guess what? Yahawashi told him no, don't look at him for his statue. I have basically, I haven't given him that, paraphrasing, don't look for that. I search the heart. I'm not searching for, someone who's, 6'6" and, 2% body fat and this, that, and the other. That's not what the Lord is looking for. The Lord is trying your heart, your obedience, your willingness to stay and endure in this thing ultimately. Okay. So when you got people like, these celebrities who come out and start saying things, a lot of times the Lord's not dealing with them. The Lord might just be using them just to bring in other people, those who, who might hear, there's a lot of people who heard too, that's why I said many are called, but few are chosen. Because a lot of people have, it's pretty hard to say that most people have not heard, of this truth, of this wisdom, knowledge, understanding about being an Israelite in these last days, So just understand that, like, the Lord he's not looking for, those folks who are just mighty. He's looking for those who are diligent. Okay. He's looking for those who are diligent because, matter of fact, the Lord told you to be like, sheep sheep amongst wolves, right? Let's get that. Matthew 10, verse number 16, right? It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, right? And sheep, are mellow, gentle, right? You come too near them, they might run away. They might, they might flee away. He didn't tell you to be a wolf. I didn't send you as wolves amongst wolves. Where you barking, you doing all this stuff. It says, behold, I sent you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. But it says, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Because even like a dove, you come too close, hey, what do they do? They fly away, right? But you wise as a serpent. You have to use your discernment that Yahawashi has given you in order to deal and to maneuver. And the way that you maneuver and move in this world, is through, through these scriptures, man, that basically teach you how to move and act in this world, that we know is ran by wickedness, and the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Okay. But you got to understand that. I don't want this to be too long. I just wanted to kind of elaborate. Was another one that I want. Real quick, he like to say, the Lord wants someone who's going to be diligent, right? He wants those who are diligent, right? He's not looking for those who are, high in stature. That's why it says, it is hard for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven, right? Let's get this real quick. Book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 23, right? Because it says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look, right? When ye and Kyrie were all saying, talking about this ministry, talking about the Israelites and, the Most High's chosen people, people were attentive, right? And you saw some people, some of these other nations, they got offended, and took repercussions on these folks, right? But it says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look, right? Because a lot of people's mentality is, oh, man, he must know what he's talking about. He's got money. He's got power. That's what they're thinking, right? And it says, and look what he saith, they exalt it to the clouds, right? Whatever he says it must be true. I think he said, we are the 12 tribes of Judah, and it's like, what? There's, Judah is only one tribe out of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, but, that was what he said. People kind of ran with it, and I know I picked up on it. I know some other people picked up on it, but, and these are the things. Then I saw the article, the other day where he's like, man, well, he said Jesus, said, man, sometimes Jesus don't answer my prayers, I had to go get it myself, right? Because who are you calling on? You calling on the name of Jesus. You're not calling on the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's the true name, right? The Heavenly Father's name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name is Yahawashi. And that's the name that you have to call on, those who are diligent, and who seek Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi wholeheartedly, right? And when you go to, look up the definition of diligent, I'm just going to read it. It says, constant in effort to accomplish, right? It says, it's an adjective. It says, constant in an effort to accomplish something, attentive and persistent in doing anything. A diligent student done or pursued with persevering attention, right? And that's what you got to be in this ministry. You have to be attentive to this. You have to be attentive to this calling, to this ministry. You can't put it on the back burner. You have to be persistent in doing it, and a constant, right? Constant. You got to be constantly in these scriptures, constantly bringing out these words, you have to be, in tune with this. You can't put this thing on the back burner, right? Like Yahawashi said, you can't put a candle under a bushel, right? Or under a bed, man, right? This word has to be brought out and has to be, we said what I say, paraphrasing, profess on the rooftops. That's what I tell you in secret, go to the rooftops and tell, this word is to be sent out. Because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi said, my word, Isaiah 55:11, my word shall go out and not come back to me void, paraphrasing. Okay. But it says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look, what he saith, they exalt it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. They just looking for a reason, And that's why a lot of people, pass up the men of Yahawashi who are on the highways and hedges. Like, who are this? Who are they? We have people, come up to us, hey, you guys about to sing? We're like, yeah, but they don't have an understanding of the song that we're singing. They can't hear nor comprehend it at that point, because ultimately we know that this is for the elect. Okay, and the elect are going to be diligent. The elect are going to, if they're not worried about being the most mighty, they're not worried about being, the most noble. They're not more worried about being the most wise in the foolish things of this world, right? They're worried about staying diligent and doing the work of Yahawashi at the end of the day, right? And matter of fact, what is that? Let's get that real quick. And the things about it is Amos 3:7, right? And it says, surely Yahawashi, right, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets, right? That's who he's going to give it to. He's not going to give it to, the man who could, deadlift, 1,000 pounds or whatever. Ultimately, that's not what he's looking for. Right, he's not looking for the man, who can, go in and, calculate 3 times pi to the 7th logarithm, to the 23rd power, divided by 3. Right? He's not looking for that. That's not what he's looking for. He's looking for those who are diligent, those who are, ultimately who are going to do his will and the will of his son. Okay, but it says, surely Yahawashi, thy power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. That's who he's revealing it to. This mighty word, man, which is powerful, right? The scriptures say that it cuts like a 2-edged sword. He is giving that, right, to his servants, the prophets. The prophets, what do? They go out and they proclaim, like in Ezekiel, right? They go out and they preach the word, They preach his word. They hear the things out of, they say, paraphrasing, hear the things out of my mouth and give them warning unto me. You're supposed to give Yahawashi word out to the people, not your own opinion. Nobody really cares about your opinion. Hear the word of the Lord, and he reveals that he reveals those to the secrets to the servant, his prophets. Right? And who are those? Right? Ultimately, those are going to be those of the elect, especially if they know this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7. It says, what then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for? Right? And you got, like you say, you got all these people in Kemet and, these other religions and these different types of things, right? And they're searching. They think they're wise because I read this book. I read the Book of the Dead, man, and I know, the 40 laws of bloopty blah blah. And, I've, done the chakra, but all that's foolishness, man. It's the foolishness of this world. So it says, what then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election, right, which are the elect, have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, right? It wasn't meant for them to get. Right? That's why you see a lot of these higher up people, right? You got some camps now, don't say the name of the Lord, right? And obviously the Most High is blinded from their eyes, right? And eventually the Lord is just going to take his name, right out your mouth, and you're not even going to be able to remember it. And we've seen that. I've seen brothers, come up and they only remember their Hebrew name, right? Once they left this thing, they can't remember their Hebrew name. They can't remember precepts. All these different things, man, because ultimately it's given, to you by Yahawashi. Okay. But it says, and the rest were blinded, right? It says, as it is written, according as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see and ears that they should not hear unto this day. Right? And there's a lot of our people who are blinded because they rather hear what the rich man has say. They rather hear what the wise men of this world say. Like you hear, I hear the people, the wise men, and I just kind of chuckle nowadays because, it's like, anything they do and they try to go against scriptures, They try to explain things, through science and this, that, and the other, and it's just like you're off, man, because you don't really have that true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is only given to those who the Most High has revealed to, right? And he says he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. That's why they don't get it. People think they figured out. I read the stuff about, you have these people who are real old and they ask them, well, what's your success for longevity? I seen one where it was like a dude was like maybe 110, 117. They asked him, he's like, oh man, I drink a lot of whiskey and eat bacon. Well, we know that's off. And that's not the reason why, you've lived that long, that's because the Yahawashi had mercy upon you and gave you that, but, ultimately, we must understand that, at the end of the day, like this is not given for, the strongest, right? Physically, the most wise in this world, right? And, the noble, those who are, just the most popular and well-known, right? The Most High didn't give this. This walk is not for those, right? This walk is for the meek. That's why the scriptures continue to tell you, the meek shall inherit the earth, right? The scriptures tell you to, be as sheep, right? And sheep are meek, Sheep are meek. You don't have sheep running around here, trying to bite wool. You don't see that, So just understand that, Our focus is to do the will of Yahawashi, right? It's not to be out here, and me and my brothers, we had to learn that. We used to be out here hot-headed, tempered, and all that stuff, But, we had to grow in the spirit and understand, that's not what it's all about, because not everybody is going to hear this word, and have it, it's not going to resonate with a lot of people, even your family members, close family members, relatives, siblings, spouses sometimes, they're not going to understand it because it wasn't given for them to understand, right? It was given unto you to understand, those who have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, okay? And a lot of people have been confounded by the foolishness of this world, and that's why they'll continue to celebrate, these foolish things like Easter and all the rest of these crazy things that people, do. So, just understand that, it's important for us to stay focused, to be diligent in this thing, and to continue in the faith and endure. This is a long journey, This is a long journey. It's not a short race. It's not for a minute. This is a continuous thing. You got to continue to stay diligent because this is, like I said, wisdom and knowledge shall be our stability in these times. Okay? And that's ultimately, that's going to keep you grounded and keep you, focused in these days. So, but, this is just a quick exhortation. Lord's will, this was edifying, right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the elect, to the 144,000 men, right, who are diligent in this thing, right, who use this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as their stability, who will call on the name of Yahawashi, right? If you're not calling on the name of Yahawashi, then you really don't have this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, And you can say that you know this, you know that. Obviously, you don't know enough if you don't know who Yahawashi is in these last days. And to the rest of the elect, stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another. You know, keep focused on this ministry. And with that, I want to say shalom.